You might not realize it, but right now, a woman could be silently choosing you. Not with words, not with a confession, but through small, hidden signs, tiny moments that speak louder than any "I like you" ever could. Most men miss them. They keep chasing women who don't care while ignoring the ones who are quietly offering everything. And by the time they notice, it's already too late. So today, I'm going to reveal 6 hidden signs that show when a woman truly wants to give herself to you, not just her body, but her trust, her softness, her emotional side. Because when a woman reaches this stage, it means you've touched something deep inside her, something real. Before we go deeper, don't just watch this video, study it. Because if you miss even one of these signs, you might overlook a woman who actually wants you and waste time chasing the wrong one. We upload videos like this every day, real talk about female psychology, red flags, and dating advice most men never hear. So make sure you subscribe, hit like if you're tired of guessing what women want, and drop a comment telling me where you're at right now, chasing, healing, or leveling up. Stay till the end, because the last sign will change how you see every woman from today on. Let's be real. Women don't open up easily anymore. They've been hurt, lied to, and disappointed by men who only wanted the surface. So, when she feels that rare connection, her guard starts to drop, but she won't say it out loud. She'll test you instead. She'll show you little pieces of truth, and she'll see if you're the kind of man who notices. You see, attraction might start with looks, but desire, the kind that makes a woman want to give herself to you, is emotional. It's built on safety, mystery, and presence. It happens when she feels that your silence isn't distance, it's power. That your attention isn't neediness, it's intention. And when that happens, her behavior changes in quiet but powerful ways. 1. She mirrors your energy without realizing it. You lean back, she leans back. You cross your arms, she does too. You lower your tone, suddenly, her voice softens. It's not an act. It's her subconscious syncing with yours. Psychologists call it mirroring, but in truth, it's instinct. It's a woman's way of saying, "I feel safe matching your rhythm." When she does this, it means you've entered her emotional frequency. And that's not just attraction, it's trust. Because a woman only mirrors a man she emotionally respects. So, next time you're with her, don't rush to talk. Just observe. If she's naturally aligning with you, your pace, your tone, your calm, it's a quiet sign she's opening the door. 2. Her guard drops in small, private moments. You'll notice it when she stops being perfect. Her words become unfiltered. Her laughter becomes louder. She lets you see the side she hides from everyone else. Maybe she texts you about her insecurities or vents about something small but emotional. That's not her being weak. That's her saying, "You make me feel safe enough to be real." See, every woman wears armor in the world. But when she starts taking it off around you piece by piece, it means she's considering giving you something deeper than attraction. She's thinking about trusting you. And the moment she feels that trust is respected, she begins to imagine what it would be like to give herself fully. 3. She pays attention to your smallest habits. When a woman starts to care, she begins to study you quietly. She notices how you take your coffee. She remembers your favorite song. She knows when your mood shifts sometimes before you do. She'll ask subtle questions. She'll tease you about things only someone who truly observes would know. To most men, it looks like casual interest. But in reality, it's her way of connecting deeper. Because for a woman, attention is intimacy. If she's remembering your little details, she's already emotionally invested. She's not doing it for fun, she's doing it because her heart has started to lean in. So don't overlook it when she recalls what you said days ago. That's not just memory, it's care. It's one of the strongest signs that she's beginning to see you as her man, not just a man. 4. She finds reasons to touch you, but softly. It might be brushing your arm when she laughs, fixing your color, standing a little too close when she talks. These moments aren't random. They're her way of saying, "I'm comfortable being near you." See, when a woman touches you with ease, it's because her body already feels safe around yours. She's letting her guard down without words. Her feminine energy naturally leans into your masculine calm. But here's what most men get wrong. If you rush in or try to push it, she'll retreat. What she's responding to isn't your touch, it's your composure. The way you stay grounded, even when she's close. That's what makes her feel safe. That's what makes her want to give more of herself, because you don't take, you receive. 5. She opens up about her past, not to impress you, but to test your reaction. This one is big. When a woman starts talking about her past, her heartbreaks, her fears, her mistakes, it's not random small talk. She's watching how you respond. Do you judge her? Do you try to fix her? Or do you just listen quietly without changing how you see her? Because that's the moment she decides if you're safe to trust. If you pass that test, if you stay steady, calm, non-judgmental, her heart begins to relax. And that's when desire becomes emotional. She's no longer looking at your face or your status. She's looking at how you make her feel inside. That's when she begins to imagine being close to you in every way. Let's be honest, man, you've probably been in situations where you gave everything to a woman who didn't even notice. You tried, you cared, you stayed loyal, and still, she pulled away. And now you're tired. Tired of being the one who always feels too much. Tired of wondering what women really want. I get it. Because most men aren't taught the truth. It's not about chasing or proving your worth. It's about being grounded enough that she feels safe coming toward you. The right woman doesn't need you to be perfect. She needs you to be present. She needs to feel that your silence isn't cold, it's calm. That your distance isn't rejection, it's self-respect. That's what makes her curious. That's what makes her fall, not for your words, but for your energy. 6. She starts acting nervous, but only around you. When a woman truly wants you, she won't always act confident. Sometimes she'll get a little shy. She'll play with her hair, stumble on her words, or avoid eye contact for too long. It's not because she's unsure of herself. It's because you affect her. You make her feel things she can't control, and that scares her in the best way. She'll say things like, "You make me nervous," or "I don't know why I can't think straight around you." That's not a joke. That's vulnerability. It's her body reacting to your presence, her mind realizing, "I could actually fall for this man." You see, attraction might be physical, but surrender, that's emotional. And when she's nervous around you, it's not fear, it's feminine surrender. It's her heart whispering, "I trust this energy. I want to be near it." So, don't tease her or rush that moment. Just stay calm. Let her feel safe being soft. Because that's the space where connection turns into chemistry. Deep validation now, let's slow down for a second. Because maybe you're listening to all this and thinking, "I've never seen those signs." Or, "Women never act that way around me." And that's okay. Because the truth is, most men don't get to experience this side of a woman. Not because they're not good enough, but because they give their power away too early. They chase too soon. They talk too much. They try to prove they're worthy of her attention without realizing that the moment you seek validation, you lose respect. A woman gives herself to a man when she feels his strength. Not just physical strength, but emotional control. When she sees that you don't need her approval to know your worth. That's what draws her in. That's what makes her want to open up, to give, to connect. So if you haven't seen these signs yet, don't get bitter. Use it as fuel to grow stronger inside. Because when your energy changes, everything changes. Women sense it. They feel it before you say a word. The shift begins now. Here's the twist most men never understand. The moment you stop chasing, the moment you stop trying to be understood, that's when women start to notice you. Silence becomes your weapon. Self-respect becomes your magnet. You stop reacting. You stop explaining. And suddenly, she's the one thinking about you. You see, women don't fall for men who try to win them over. They fall for men who already believe they're enough. Men who move with calm confidence, who can walk away if something doesn't feel right. When you show that kind of power, everything changes. She'll replay your words. She'll check your profile. She'll wonder why you haven't texted. Because deep down, she'll realize something rare. You were the one who didn't need her to feel valuable. And that's when desire flips. That's when her curiosity becomes attraction. That's when her guard finally breaks. When you stop chasing, you start attracting. When you stop begging for love, you start commanding respect. And when you stop trying to prove your value, you become the kind of man women want to be chosen by. That's the paradox. The less you try to control her, the more she feels pulled toward you. Because real masculinity doesn't chase, it leads. It doesn't shout, it radiates. It doesn't demand, it decides. When she sees that, her energy shifts. She becomes softer around you, more careful with her words, more respectful of your time. You'll notice she starts reaching out first. She asks if you're free. She brings up memories. She looks for ways to be near you again. Not because you played a game, but because you finally understood your worth. You stopped trying to be the man she wanted and became the man you were meant to be. That's what flips the power. That's what makes her realize she's not the prize anymore. You are. Focus on growth, not chasing. Now listen closely. You don't need every woman to want you. You just need to become the man who's wanted by the right one. Because when you live with purpose, peace, and discipline, women feel it. They sense it in your silence. They see it in your walk. They hear it in your voice. You don't need to talk about how confident you are. Confidence is energy. It can't be faked. It comes from knowing you can stand alone and still be complete. That's what separates the average man from the masculine man. The average man chases what looks shiny. The masculine man attracts what's real. He doesn't beg for attention, he earns respect. And when a woman sees that kind of strength, she wants to give herself to you. Not out of pressure, but out of admiration. Not because she has to, but because she chooses to. So stop wondering what she's thinking. Stop overanalyzing her texts. Start focusing on your purpose, your peace, your grind. Because the moment you build yourself, the right woman will find herself drawn to you. That's the truth of female psychology. It's not about tricks. It's about energy. When you master yours, everything else aligns. Now it's your turn. Look back at your life. Have you been the man who chases or the man who attracts? If this message hit something inside you, watch it again. Let it sink in. Because the signs were never about her. They were about you. The energy you carry. The respect you hold for yourself. The silence that speaks louder than words. So, which one are you becoming? The man who waits for permission or the man she can't forget? So now we've covered everything, brother. The signs, the truth, and the mindset that separates real men from the rest. Now it's your turn, pay attention, apply it, and get her the right way. If something didn't click yet, don't stress. Watch this again until it sinks in. And if you got value from this, hit subscribe because we drop new videos every day about red flags, female psychology, and dating truths that every man needs to hear. Like this video if you're leveling up, and comment one word, focused, if you're done chasing and ready to grow. Now go ahead, watch the next video that's showing on your screen. It'll take you even deeper into the mindset that makes women respect and desire you.